So we're gonna be doing a charred onion steak sauce. This is one of the most twists on a classic style steak sauce with the Worcestershire A1 style feel to it. People are very familiar, but it's our own little twist on it, right? So the first thing we need to do is take a red onion and we need to throw it on a grill. It's a charred onion sauce, so we're gonna char the onions. So I like nice big pieces, this way they don't fall apart on the grill when you're charring them, right? So I'm gonna toss these over here right onto the grill. You want that nice black char on the onion, because that's where the flavor is gonna come out in the steak sauce. Like when you might think it's burnt, but that's really gonna translate to a lot of flavor in this sauce. So I have a super hot pan again. I'm gonna take a little bit of my blend oil. And even the oil is smoking, and now I'm gonna take my onion and I'm gonna chop it up. And now I'm gonna add the charred onions to my smoking pan. Nice little sizzle, which you hear the sizzle in there. At this point, my onion's already cooked, so I don't have to worry about burning my garlic, but I need to cook it. So I'm gonna add a pinch of my sliced garlic, and I'm gonna add a pinch of my chopped garlic. The chopped garlic will spread the flavor out a little bit more, and the sliced garlic will flavor the oil. I'm gonna continue to cook and cook and cook. What I do now is this is Lee & Perrin's Worcestershire sauce. So we used to make our own homemade Worcestershire sauce, but you can use Lee & Perrin's at home. And we're gonna deglaze with a little bit of Worcestershire sauce and a little bit of chicken stock. So the first thing we're gonna do is the chicken stock, which is right here. So I'm gonna take about a 4-ounce ladle of chicken stock, and I'm gonna go right in my pan. Again, nice flames, nice and hot. It's already picking up all the flavor, the garlic on the bottom of the pan, and it's almost gone. It was so hot that chicken stock hit there, and it evaporated. It started to reduce to almost nothing, very thick. So we're gonna do the same thing with a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Couple ounces, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. And then we're gonna add one last ingredient. So when that Worcestershire sauce reduces and the thickness is where we want it to be, we're gonna shut it off and we're gonna add a little dab of butter. And that butter is gonna liaison that sauce. It's gonna pull it all together and thicken it. The reason we shut the pan off before we add the butter is because if the pan's too hot, the butter will break and it'll look broken and oily and all that type of stuff. And it's also important that you use cool butter. The butter has to be cold when you're throwing it into the pan. You saw the liquid I added to the pan, and it's almost gone, all the liquid, right? It doesn't cover the bottom. I'm gonna add one piece of butter off the pan, and the heat from the vegetables, from the pan itself. Look at the butter's getting less and less. It's melting in there. Look at how beautiful the thickness is of this sauce, the way it coats the spoon, right? Look at how it coats a spoon. Nice and thick and luscious.